Nilesh Prabhakar. Welcome to Automotive Electronics Lecture Series. In my previous lecture, I have discussed about the power steering system. Then we have discussed about the four-wheel steering system. And last we have discussed about the OBD, that means onboard diagnostic tool. Now in this lecture, we will discuss first about the automotive alarms. That means we discuss about the automotive alarm system. Then next one we discuss about the automotive lightings. So now we start with the first one, automotive alarms. So a car alarm is an electronic device that is installed in the vehicle in an attempt to discourage thief of the vehicle itself, its content, or both. So this is a very useful system that is installed inside the car to discourage the thief. Car alarm work by emitting high volume sound, and it is often a vehicle mount siren when the condition necessary for the triggering it are met. Alarm may also cause the vehicle headlight to flash, may notify the car's owner of the incident via a paging system, and may entrap one or more electrical circuit necessary for the car to start. So this is the additional feature that is also available in the automotive alarm system. That means it is not it not only start the siren, but it also turn on and off the car headlights. Moreover, it also send a message to the car owner, and moreover, it also lock or entrap the electrical circuit that is necessary to start the car. Mainly the ignition system is locked. Now we discuss about the car alarm working principle. So if someone hit or strike or move your car, the sensor will send a signal to the controller indicating vibration intensity. According to the intensity of the vibration, the controller will issue a warning beep or full sounding the alarm. Now we discuss about the different components or the parts of the automotive alarm system. So the first one is the alarm brain, or it also known as the controller unit. All of the components in the system are connected to the brain, and the brain monitor all of them constantly while in the arm state. Now the second one is the siren. An aftermarket siren provides a significantly louder noise than an OEM car horn. This will bring more attention and lessen the chance of the thief sticking around while the siren is going off. Now the third one is the tilt or the shock sensor. The tilt, or we can say the shock sensor, detects the impact and the vehicle tilt. The shock sensor will be triggered when there is an impact on your vehicle. The tilt sensor will trigger the alarm if your vehicle is being towed or jacked up. Now we discuss about the next one point is the automotive lightings. The lighting system of a motor vehicle consists of a lighting and signaling device mounted on the front, rear, sides, and in some case on the top of a motor vehicle, and light the roadway for the driver. The lighting system also makes the vehicle more visible, especially in the low light condition. So there is some situation occur like in the rainy season, and also in the when we drive the car at the highway, we require the light more. So by using a digital lighting system or the latest lighting system, we can also increase the intensity of the light, so driver can easily drive the car in a different environment situation. It gives the warning to the other drivers and pedestrians of the vehicle's presence and the direction of travels. Now we discuss about the types of the car lights. So the first one type is the headlight. There are two types of the headlight, low beam and high beam headlight. This light allows the driver to see the roadway in the dark while also signaling to the other motorists that a car is present. That means normally we have seen the headlight is used in the night time. Moreover, it also used by the driver when it's the next one vehicle is overtake, or so it's give the signal, so the next driver can understand the vehicle is present. Now next one, the types of the car light is the tail light. Tail light are required to produce only red light at the rear of the vehicle and are wired such that they are lit whenever the headlights are on. This helps drivers who are traveling behind you to recognize that you are there and how far ahead you. That means it gives the message to the driver, that is the backside of your car. Now next one, third one type is the daytime running light. These lights are located in both front and rear of the car and generally turn on automatically. They are designed to make you more visible to other vehicle. Now next one is the fog light. This light is located near the headlight, and this light are generally mounted low in the order to prevent the light from the refracting on the fog and glaring back towards you, that means in the driver eyes. This should only be used during the fog when normal headlights are not effective. So in the winter season or in the rainy season, the fog is very hard. So by using this fog light, driver can easily see the next part of the road. Now the next one type is the signal light. So it is also known as the turn signal or the blinkers. These are located in the front and the back of the cars. When they are activated, they indicate to the other driver that you will soon be turning and will most likely be slowing down to do so. That means normally we use this signal light, like we have to turn left or turn right, then we give the signal light. Then the next one driver can understand the vehicle is want to turn in the right direction or want to turn in the left direction. Now next one is the brake light. So this light is directly connected with the braking system. It's located to the side of your rear light. They signal driver that you are slowing down or stopping. So this light system is directly connected with our brake pedal. When driver press the brake pedal, so at that time this light is turned on. So the next one driver can understand we want to slow down our car. So in this lecture we have discussed about the 2 points. First one we have discussed about the automotive alarms, and then we have discussed about the automotive lighting. So according to the GQ point of view, these 2 points is really very important. So it's asked in the GQ in the 7 months, like write the different types of the automotive light that you use in the car, or it's also asked the question like write or explain the automotive alarm system. So this is the very important as point of the GT. So in this lecture we have discussed about these 2 topics. Thank you. Hello and welcome to our channel Electronics and Communication Engineering. Congratulations to find us for learning. You are watching a lecture session on automotive electronics that has approx 15 sessions and more are coming up. We have more than 1200 sessions in various lecture series on courses for electronics and communication engineering. Watch it and learn. If you like it, share it, subscribe it and press bell icon to receive all updates on new session. Enjoy learning.